and happy October. This is just one of my favorite times of the year. I finally have time to make a freaking video, and I'm really sorry. It's just when you have a job and when you're pregnant and doing YouTube is hard because like I'm constantly busy and I'm pregnant, so when I leave work I'm like tired when I get home because I'm always like, oh, I'll film when I get home, and then I get home and I'm like, I'm tired. But I'm off today and I have no plans but to film a whole bunch today so I can finally get you all caught up to where I'm at today, because I'm like, the more time I wait, the more my pregnancy is progressing and I'm not making any videos and I'm like, I'm freaking out. So don't worry, we're gonna fix that. We're gonna get back at it. We're gonna get back at it. Today, I'm going to talk about when I found out I was pregnant. And we're going to backtrack all the way to the beginning of July when we were in California for Anime Expo. So when we were in Anime Expo, that's when my period was supposed to start, right? And sometimes my period will start on the day before it's supposed to, or it'll start like a day or two after, if not on the dot. But usually my period is pretty spot on. Like I never really have issues or anything like that. So when we were in California, my period never showed up. Like, she never came. She did not arrive. She was just like,
hi Taylor, so I'm not gonna be able to come in today or the next day or the next day. Something came up and I can't come in. I'm really sorry, please. But yeah girl, I can't come in, and you might want to take a pregnancy test. I'm just saying.
I feel like that's pretty much just how it went. So there were times where like I thought it started, you know, like right before your period starts and like you get the symptoms, which I did, and you feel like it's there, but then you go to the bathroom and you realize that it's just discharge. Sorry, I know it's kind of like TMI. Well, I'm not really gonna apologize for that because like it's a normal thing that happens and all girls have that. And so I just want to be really real on here. I think I said that in my last video. Like I don't want to like sugarcoat anything. Like we're gonna talk about the nasty stuff too, y'all. Okay, I'm just saying. My period never came, but I didn't worry about it because I was like, okay, well maybe my cycle's changing. That happens every like once in a blue moon, so I'm not gonna stress out about it because that will only delay it even more. And then a few, you know, when we were there, it never showed up. Then when we came back home, it still didn't show up. But my boobs were like getting big, and it was like that little cramping that you feel sometimes, but it never showed up. And I was like, period, where are you? What, like, you're giving me these early symptoms, but you're not here, where are you? And so it was like a week and my period just like never showed up. And I was like, this feels weird. Because I mean, this happened once before where my cycle changed and I was kind of stressing out about it. This was like in the earlier, like in the beginning of our relationship kind of. Well, not in the beginning, but in the middle or a while ago. Like I honestly don't remember. Like we just hit 3 years yesterday. Little mini celebration. It was a 3-year anniversary. Before, when that happened last time, I mean, I didn't feel anything. Like, you know, my symptoms weren't there yet. So I was like, okay, well, my cycle must be changing. I didn't have any changing anything. This time around, my boobs grew larger than normal. Because normally, you know, like on your period, your boobs get a little bit bigger, which normally happens, but this time they were like getting bigger and bigger and to the point where my bras didn't fit me anymore. And that's when I was like, okay, this, like, something's going on and we need to figure it out. So we talked about it the night before we found out. Like, we were both kind of like in a scared, quiet state. Like, Justin was really quiet that day, which I was like, okay. I started thinking about it, and then I got really upset, and it was like 8 o'clock at night, and I was like out here in the living room, and I was like, I'm gonna go to bed, which I never really like go to bed at 8 o'clock at night randomly like that. And so I go in the room, and I'm just kind of like sitting on the bed. Like, I don't even lay down. I'm just sitting there with the light on, just in silence, like sitting. And then Justin comes in, and he's like, why are you sitting in silence? Like, you never go to bed at 8 o'clock. Like, what's wrong? Like, this isn't, like, what's wrong? Then we talked about it, and I was like, my period hasn't started yet, but I'm having like all these symptoms, and it doesn't make sense. And I'm really scared, and then I got really emotional about it. I didn't want to because I hate crying, and you know, Justin was like calming me down, and then he was like, do you want me to get a test? And I was just like, I don't know. I was like, I don't know. I feel like I knew, like I just knew that this is what it was. I just knew that I was pregnant. But I didn't want to admit that to myself, I think. Justin went and got a test, and he also got me some ice cream because he's like the best person ever. And when he left, he was like, don't sit here in silence, like, let's turn something on. Let's like watch something that you like. And I love Rugrats, so I was watching Rugrats. So he gets back, and then I'm like, I don't want to do it right now. You know, I'm like, I'll wait until the morning. Even though I had work that morning at like 9 o'clock. So we just like cuddle, and like we sleep, and then I wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Like 4 in the morning, like really? Like my body was like,
girl, if you don't quit playing yourself, like stop playing yourself. Take this test.
So I woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning because I had to pee. And I laid there contemplating. I was like, should I just pee and take the test in a few hours when I get ready for work, or should I just take it now and get it over with? So like 5 minutes later, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna take the test now. And then I woke Justin up, and I was like, I'm gonna take the test. And he's like, okay. So I pee on it, and I set a timer, and then all of a sudden it was like, ding, 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 ding. And I was like, I went to the bathroom, slowly creeping up to the test, and then I just see it from afar, and I'm like, I'm like, damn it! So it had the 2 lines, and so I was like, babe! And Justin's like, what? So I go in the room, and I'm like, it has 2 lines. And he's like, okay. And I like flop on the bed, and all of a sudden I'm like, I kind of like, I lost it for a second. And Justin's like, okay, like look at me. He's like, it's okay. Like breathe. Because I like wasn't breathing, I don't think. And I'm not gonna get into detail. We found out, I kind of lost it, and Justin was, you know, getting me together, and then we kind of just laid there because I needed to pull myself together. So we laid there, we cuddled, we watched TV, and he was like, "I'm really proud of you. You're doing good." But it was like hard. Like I was breathing really fast. Like it was a feeling that I've never had before, and it like I was just in shock. I just didn't know what to do. I was like, well, what are we gonna do? Like what are we gonna do? Like this is such bad timing. Like, then like 30 minutes later we started talking about like options and stuff, and that's when I like bawled my eyes out. It was just more talking and more crying, and I really, in that moment, Justin was just being so strong for me because I couldn't. And it was really hard for me to pull myself together. I could only do it for just a short amount of time. And you know, I never cried that hard, like ever in my life about anything. Like I I'm an emotional person, like I cry about things, but that crying was really, really hard because I was thinking about so many things. I was like, oh my God, like I had a plan, like we both had a plan, and I know we wanted to be married first, and there was just like all these things going around. It's like, oh my God, like we just moved into our apartment, like we're not ready really financially, like oh my God, like what, it was like all of those things like going through my mind at once. And then at the same time I'm like, but I really want to have kids, and even though this is not the best timing, I really want to have this baby. That was also going through my head, and so it was just a lot of emotions. And I had work that morning, and I couldn't like not go to work because we were doing something special for work, and I had to be there for this program that we were doing, and it was a lot going on. And of course, the day I found out I'm pregnant is when my morning sickness wants to hit, but it's just like, it was just nausea, and we'll get into that in another video about how my first trimester was. That was pretty much the morning and everything of how we found out that we were going to have a baby. And it was a lot of emotions. Like I've never experienced that many emotions and that much, I guess, like fear and a small hint of excitement at that time. Like it was just, I don't know, because it was so unexpected. Wasn't really planning on it right now. And so, yeah, but flash forward to today and things are so much better. Like Justin was strong for me when I had to process it. Like that morning was me processing all of it. And yeah, I was still processing some more of it, and everything. But Justin didn't get a chance to. So his process of, oh shit, we're having a baby was a while, which is totally understandable. I'm just glad that we're at this place right now where we're excited and our process has been processed, and we're like, okay, we're having a baby. It's not the best timing, but we're gonna be okay. Like everything's gonna be fine. We have a lot of support, and we're gonna be okay. And I'm just really, really happy that we're at this place right now, because I didn't like how that felt. I hated how that felt when we found out that we were having a baby. Like this is the processing of it, and like the oh my God, like the panic, like I hated it so much. So I'm just happy that we're here now and we're excited, and we just found out the gender, and I can't wait to tell you guys. So that is the story of when I found out I was pregnant, and it was a lot. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you guys have stories, I would love to hear them of how it was your, ooh, sorry, I had a burp coming out. There we go. Okay, that was gross, I'm so sorry. If you guys have any, how was your reaction when you found out that you were first pregnant? Like, I'm sure a lot of people, it's very like excited because you're planning it, but if yours was unexpected, like how did you react? That was just really unexpected, and I just wasn't planning on it, and so it was just a lot going on, and I was thinking about so many things. So it was very emotional for me. But thank you guys so much for listening, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!